My fiancée insisted on wearing her ex's locket, saying, "It's a part of my history." I said, "History is important," so I made her part of mine. Her jaw dropped when I took back the engagement ring to put it in a family vault. I 31 male proposed to Celine. 29 6 months ago after dating for 2 years. Everything seemed perfect. We had similar life goals, great chemistry, supportive families, the works. There was just one small thing that bothered me, this silver locket she always wore. When we first started dating, I asked about it. She said it was just jewelry and changed the subject. Fair enough, we were new, I didn't push. But 2 years later, engaged, planning our future together? The mystery locket was starting to feel weird, especially since she never took it off. Not in the shower, not during intimate moments, never. Last week we were having dinner with her sister Gwen and a few drinks in. Gwen goes, "I still can't believe you wear Jasper's locket everywhere." Celine shot her a death glare. I played dumb. Jasper? Gwen, tipsy and oblivious. Her ex? They dated for like 5 years. He gave her that locket for their anniversary before he moved to Australia. The table went silent. Celine was crimson. I took a sip of wine and changed the subject. But inside, yeah, I was processing. That night, back home, I brought it up calmly. "So the locket's from Jasper?" She got defensive immediately. "It's just a piece of jewelry that you never take off, from your ex of 5 years. It doesn't mean anything." "Then why wear it constantly?" "Because I like it. It's pretty." "Celine, you're wearing another man's gift 24/7 while planning our wedding. Can you see why that might bother me?" She exploded. "God, you're so insecure. It's just a necklace. Jasper means nothing to me." "Then take it off." "No, I shouldn't have to change who I am because of your jealousy. Wearing your ex's jewelry isn't who you are. It's a choice, one that's disrespectful to our relationship. It's part of my history. My past made me who I am. You can't just erase that." "I'm not asking you to erase anything. I'm asking you to not wear his gift around your neck every day. This is controlling behavior, Roland. Major red flag." I laughed. Actually laughed. Me asking my fiancée not to wear her ex's locket is controlling? What would you call refusing to take it off? Self-respect. I won't be manipulated into changing myself. We went in circles for an hour. She absolutely refused to stop wearing it. Said if I loved her, I'd accept her whole history. Fine. History is important. I agreed with her on that. "You're right," I said finally. "History matters. I shouldn't ask you to change that." She looked shocked but pleased. "Really? You understand?" "Completely. History shapes us." We went to bed. She thought she'd won, but I'd already decided what I was going to do. Update 1. The morning after our fight, I called my mom. "Hey, remember Great Aunt Lucille's jewelry collection? The one in the safety deposit box?" "Of course. Why?" "I need to access it. Want to put Celine's engagement ring with the family pieces for safekeeping." "Oh, that's unusual. Is everything okay?" "Just thinking about family history. Traditions, you know." Mom gave me the bank info. I had signing authority since I was supposed to inherit some pieces anyway. That evening, Celine was at her book club. I carefully took the ring box from where she kept it in her jewelry drawer. The ring I'd spent months choosing, $12,000 of my savings, custom designed with her dream specifications. I drove to the bank, placed it in the safety deposit box with the other family jewelry, and took photos of everything for documentation. When Celine got home, I was cooking dinner like normal. "Smells amazing," she said, kissing my cheek. The locket caught the light. Still there, of course. "Thanks. Hey, I've been thinking about our conversation, about history and traditions." "Yeah?" She looked wary. "I realized you're absolutely right. History is part of who we are. So I've decided to honor my family's traditions too." "What traditions?" "Well, in my family, engagement rings are kept in the family vault until the wedding day. For safekeeping. It's an old tradition." She laughed. "What? No, it's not. Your sister wore hers the whole engagement." "Different branch of the family. My great-aunt started this tradition. Since her ring is going to you, we should honor her wishes." "Roland, what are you talking about? Where's my ring?" "In the family safety deposit box, with the other heirloom pieces. Don't worry, you'll get it back on our wedding day." Her face went through several emotions: confusion, realization, anger. "You took my ring?" "I secured our family heirloom, just like you secure your historical jewelry." "That's completely different." "How?" Your locket has sentimental value from your past. The ring has sentimental value from my family's past. Both deserve respect, right? The ring is mine, you gave it to me, and Jasper gave you that locket, yet you still wear it. This is ridiculous. Give me my ring back. After the wedding, it's tradition. Roland, I'm serious, get my ring, now. I can't, bank's closed. Besides, it's family tradition. You wouldn't want me to disrespect my history, would you? She stared at me, mouth open, then grabbed her phone. What are you doing? Calling your mom. This is insane. She did. Mom, bless her, played along perfectly. Oh yes, dear, the family vault tradition. Very important to us. I'm so glad Roland remembered. Lucille would be so proud. Celine hung up, defeated. For now. The next 3 days were tense. She kept demanding the ring back. I kept calmly explaining it was tradition. She wore the locket. I didn't wear the ring. Fair's fair. But then Thursday happened. I came home early from work and found Celine in the bedroom with a jewelry box I'd never seen before. Inside, more pieces from Jasper, a bracelet, earrings, a tennis bracelet. What's all this? She jumped, just organizing. Organizing jewelry from Jasper you never told me about? They're just mementos. Mementos you keep in our bedroom? They have no meaning. Then why keep them? Because they're mine, my history. I nodded. Cool. More history. Let me help you preserve it properly. I took out my phone and started photographing each piece. What are you doing? Documenting your historical collection, for insurance purposes. Roland, stop. Why? If they're just meaningless mementos, what's the problem? That's when I noticed something else. A man's watch in the box. Definitely not Jasper's style. Too modern. Whose watch? Nobody's. Celine. Whose? What? Kyle's. Who the hell is Kyle? Just a friend who gives you watches? He left it here once, I forgot to return it. When was he here? Silence. Celine, when was Kyle in our bedroom? Last month, when you were at that conference. My blood went cold. You had a man in our bedroom while I was gone? It's not like that. He was just helping me move furniture. And left his watch. He took it off to lift things. In the bedroom. We moved the dresser. I looked at the dresser. Same spot it's been for a year. Try again. She burst into tears. Why are you interrogating me? This is abusive. Having a man in our bedroom while I'm gone and keeping his watch is sketchy. That's not abuse, that's a reasonable concern. Nothing happened. Then call him, right now, put him on speaker, ask for the watch back. I can't. Why? He's married now. It would be weird. Weirder than keeping his watch in your jewelry box? She had no answer. That night I made another decision. Update 2 Friday morning I took a personal day. Told Celine I had a migraine. As soon as she left for work I started my research. First I went through her social media. Deep dive. Kyle appeared in photos from last year. Lot of group shots but also several that looked pretty cozy. Found his profile. Married 6 months ago. Right around when I proposed to Celine. Interesting timing. Then I found Jasper. Still in Australia but very active on Instagram. His bio included missing my American girl with a heart emoji. Posted last month. Last month, I screenshotted everything. Then I did something I'm not proud of, but don't regret. I checked our phone bill. We share a plan, I pay for it, all above board. Hundreds of texts to a number I didn't recognize. The Kyle timeline matched up, heavy texting until 6 months ago, then nothing. Like he got married and cut contact. But there was another number. Regular calls, recent ones lasting 30+ minutes, always when I was at work or the gym. I reverse searched it, Australian number. She was still talking to Jasper. I sat on the bedroom floor for a while, just processing. 2 years, living together, engaged, and she's wearing his locket while having regular calls with him? That evening, I acted normal. Made dinner, watched Netflix, went to bed. Saturday morning, she had plans with friends. Perfect. I went back to the bank. Not for the ring, that was staying put, but to add something else to the box. A letter to myself, dated and notarized, documenting everything I'd found, insurance for later. Then I made some calls of my own. First, the venue. We'd put down a $5,000 deposit for next spring. Hi, this is Roland Townsend. I need to check on our refund policy for the Townsend-Meyer wedding. Let me check. Okay, you're outside the full refund window, but you can get 50% back if you cancel within the next 2 weeks. After that, it drops to 25%. What if the bride cancels? Whoever signed the contract needs to cancel. I'd signed it. Perfect. Next, the photographer, the caterer, the band. All contracts in my name because I was better with paperwork, all with similar refund windows. I didn't cancel anything. Yet. But I made a list. Sunday, Celine noticed I wasn't wearing my engagement band. "Where's your ring?" she asked over breakfast. "In the vault, with yours, for safekeeping." "Roland, this is getting ridiculous." "Is it? You're preserving your history with Jasper's locket. I'm preserving our future with proper security. Both equally valid, right?" "They're not the same thing." "You're right. Your locket represents a dead relationship. Our rings represent a living one. Or they did." "What's that supposed to mean?" "Nothing. Just thinking about history versus future." She spent the rest of the day on her phone. I pretended not to notice, but I saw her typing frantically. The Australian number, I'd bet. Monday was when she made her big move. I came home to find her parents there, ambush intervention style. "Roland?" Her dad started. "Celine tells us you've taken her engagement ring." "I've placed it in our family vault per tradition." "Yes. That's not normal, son. Neither is wearing your ex's locket every day, but here we are." Her mom jumped in. "It's just jewelry. You're being controlling." "Interesting. So jewelry doesn't matter? Then why can't she take off the locket?" "That's different." "How?" They couldn't answer. Celine started crying. Her dad tried the authority angle. "Give her the ring back, Roland. Now?" "No." "Excuse me?" I said no. It's in safekeeping until the wedding, if there is one. "Are you threatening my daughter?" "I'm stating facts. Your daughter wears her ex's jewelry daily, keeps other ex's items hidden in our bedroom, and has regular phone calls with the man who gave her the locket. The man in Australia. But I'm the problem for securing an expensive ring?" Silence. Celine's face was white. "How do you?" "Phone bills, Celine. I pay them. Your hour-long calls to Australia are right there." Her parents looked at her. She stammered. "We're just friends. Jasper and I are just friends." "Friends who text missing my American girl? Those kinds of friends?" Her dad's expression changed. "Celine, is this true?" "Daddy, it's not. Roland's twisting things." I pulled out my phone, showed them Jasper's Instagram, the screenshots, the phone records. "I'm not twisting anything. I'm just sharing history, since history is so important to her." They left shortly after. Celine was furious, but also panicked. "You spied on me." "I looked up publicly available information and bills I pay." "That's not spying. You're trying to ruin my life by showing your parents evidence of your behavior?" Interesting perspective. Jasper and I are just friends, who talk for hours while I'm gone, who exchange romantic messages, who gave you jewelry you refused to remove. Sure, friends. "Give me my ring back." "No, I'll call the police." "Do it. Explain to them how your fiancé secured a family heirloom in a family safety deposit box. I'm sure they'll rush right over." She didn't call. Instead, she gave me an ultimatum. "If you don't give me that ring back by tomorrow, we're done. Okay?" "Okay, that's it." "What do you want me to say?" "You're threatening to end our engagement over me storing a ring safely while you wear another man's locket daily. The irony is impressive." She stormed off to stay with her parents. Finally, some peace to make my calls. Final update Tuesday morning, 9 a.m. sharp, I started the cancellation process. Venue? Cancelled. Got half the deposit back. Photographer? Cancelled. 60% refund. Caterer? Cancelled. Lost that deposit entirely, but worth it. Band? Cancelled. Full refund, they'd overbooked anyway. Total recovered, about $4,500 of the $8,000 I'd spent. Not bad. Then I texted Celine, as requested, the engagement is off. Your belongings will be in boxes by the door. You have 72 hours to collect them. My phone exploded immediately. "What do you mean boxes?" "You can't kick me out. We need to talk." "This is illegal. I'm coming over." She had a key, so I was ready when she burst in 20 minutes later. "What the hell, Roland? You said if I didn't return the ring, we're done." "I didn't. We're done. Your stuff's by the door." I didn't mean it. I was upset. And I'm following through. You wanted to end it over the ring. It's ended. "Where's my ring?" "Still in the vault. It'll stay there." "You have to give it back. It's mine." Actually, legally, engagement rings are conditional gifts in this state. Condition being marriage. No marriage, no ring. Look it up. She had her phone out, frantically Googling. Her face fell. "You planned this." "I planned nothing. You wore another man's locket, kept other men's jewelry, had secret phone calls with your ex, and then threatened to end our engagement. I just accepted your decision." I want my ring. And I wanted a fiancé who didn't wear her ex's jewelry. We don't always get what we want. She tried everything over the next hour. Tears, threats, bargaining, even trying to seduce me while still wearing the locket, the audacity. Nothing worked. Finally, she tried the nuclear option. I'll tell everyone you stole my ring. You'll be ruined. Tell them. I'll share the phone records showing you talking to Jasper for hours, the screenshots of his posts, Kyle's watch in your jewelry box. See how that plays out. That's blackmail? That's consequences. She left with her boxes, but not quietly. Posted all over social media about how I'd stolen her ring and was holding it hostage. Even started a hashtag, give her the ring Roland. So I responded. One post. Public. Interesting narrative. Here's mine. My ex-fiancée wore her ex-boyfriend's locket every day of our relationship, refused to remove it even for our wedding, kept jewelry from multiple exes, and maintained regular contact with the man who gave her the locket. When I secured our engagement ring in my family's safety deposit box, matching her need to preserve history, she ended our engagement. The ring, legally a conditional gift, remains with my family heirlooms where it belongs. History matters. I attached one screenshot, Jasper's "Missing My American Girl" post. The tide turned immediately. Her friends started asking questions. Why was she wearing Jasper's locket? Why was she talking to him? What was Kyle's watch doing there? Celine's response? She blocked me everywhere and went private on all platforms. But the best part came 3 days later. A DM from a woman named Heather. Hi, I'm Kyle's wife. I saw your post about my husband's watch being in your ex's jewelry box. Can we talk? Turns out, Kyle had been working late a lot around the time his watch went missing. Heather had suspected something but had no proof. Until now. I sent her everything. The photos of the watch, the dates, Celine's admission that he'd been in our bedroom. Heather confronted Kyle. He confessed to an emotional affair with Celine that had almost turned physical. Almost. Heather left him. Reached out to thank me for the closure. A week later, another message from Australia. Jasper, mate, is this true about Celine being engaged? She told me you were just roommates. Roommates? I sent him our engagement announcement. Photos from the proposal. The works. His response, bloody hell. She said she was waiting for me to come back. I've been saving to move back for her. He'd been planning to propose when he returned. She'd been stringing him along while engaged to me, wearing his locket as a promise she'd wait. The locket arrived at my apartment a month later. No note, but I knew. Jasper had asked for it back. I could have sent it to her. Instead, I donated it to a charity auction. It raised $500 for the local animal shelter. Seemed fitting. It was a dog collar of sorts, keeping her tied to her past. The engagement ring, still in the family vault. My mom suggests having it reset for when I meet someone who deserves it. Someone who doesn't need to wear their history around their neck. Celine? Last I heard through mutual friends, she's single. Jasper cut contact. Kyle's divorced, and she's still posting about toxic exes who can't handle strong women with histories. Sure, Celine. It was your history that was the problem, not the lying, the emotional affairs, or the blatant disrespect. I'm doing good. Started dating a woman named Vera who collects vintage books, not ex-boyfriend's jewelry. When I told her this story on our third date, she laughed so hard she nearly choked on her wine. Wait, she wore his locket the entire time? Even during? She gestured vaguely. Yep. And she thought you were the problem? Yep. Dodged a bullet there, Roland. More like dodged a cannonball. But yeah, history is important. It teaches us lessons. Mine taught me that when someone shows you who they are, wearing another man's locket while planning your wedding, believe them the first time. The family vault is still there, keeping that ring safe, right where it belongs. Part of history now, not my future. And honestly, I've never been happier to pay that storage fee.